All right, this is a video for this worksheet for reviewing solving and angle relationships. All right, so the first direction, solve each of the following equations, show all steps and work, and check your answer. So these are like the warm-ups we've been doing. So this first one's just a two-step equation. We have 6 times x equals 246. So to undo this multiplication here, we just need to divide. So we're going to divide each side by 6. So 6x divided by 6 just is going to give us 1x, or x equals, and then you just need to plug that into your calculator. And after you do that, you should get 41, and that's it. And we'll check our answer just by plugging it back into the calculator. Make sure that 6 times 41 actually is 246. And when you type that in, you do get it. So these ones seem silly to check too because they're like so straightforward, simple. But I'm telling you, we need to do it on the easy ones so we can do it on the harder ones too. All right, let's go on to the second one. 2x plus 9 equals 73. So I'm going to circle the term with the variable since I have something else on that side too. So I have a term with a variable and I have a constant term. The other constant term's on this side. So I want to isolate this variable, so I need to have just the 2x on the left side of the equation. Everything else on the right side. So I want to get rid of a positive 9, so I'm going to subtract 9 from both sides. And what you do to one side, you have to do to the other. So this zeroes out, and you're left with just 2x on that left side because this becomes 0, but 2x still comes down here on the left side of the equation. On the right side, we can combine these because they're like terms. 73 minus 9 is 64. And then our final step, just like over here, we had a variable term with a variable equal to a constant here. So we do that same step we did here, except we're dividing by 2 this time. So divide each side by 2. 2x divided by 2 is x equals, and then 64 divided by 2, you can do on your calculator or in your head, is 32. All right, this one we definitely want to check because it's got multiple steps. So write your original equation, but instead of x, you plug in what it's equal to. So we're going to do 2 dot multiplication times 32 plus 9. Is that really equal to 73? And remember, you can type all this in your calculator at once because it's just multiplication and addition, and your calculator will do order of operations correctly for this expression. So 2 times 32 is 64, and 64 plus 9 is indeed 73. So we know we're correct. Moving right along, we're going to go to number 3 here. So on number 3, we've got a multi-step equation here, and we've got 1, 2, 3 terms on that left side. So I'm going to circle the like terms. They're both with variables. So since they're both on the left side of the equation, I can combine them because I can reorder these numbers as long as I look at this minus 1 as adding a negative 1. So you got to keep that negative with the 1 and you'll be good. So 3x and 8x combined is 11x. So I have 11x, and then either plus a negative 1 or just minus 1 is fine, equals 65. So all I did was combine those like terms, and I still have that minus 1 down here. Now I'm going to circle the term with the variable just like I did on number 2 because I want to get that by itself on this left side. Sometimes we do it on the right side, but it's on the left side, so we're going to keep it there. And I want to get rid of this minus 1, so I want to make it 0. So I'm going to do the opposite. So I'm going to add 1 to both sides this time. We haven't had a lot of that. But that becomes 0. Negative 1 plus 1 is 0. And we still have this 11x hanging out here. So we'll write 11x, that's still on the left side, equals, on the right side, 65 plus 1 is 66. And then we're down to a one-step equation, just like we started with here and ended with here, a one-step equation where one term on each side. So we're going to divide by 11 because that's the coefficient right here of x. Divide by 11 and you get x is equal to 6. Now we're going to check our answer, and I kind of ran out of room, so I'm going to go over here. So checking this one, we have to write the original problem with our x plugged in. So notice x is going to go in 2 spots this time, our answer for x. And our answer is not 11, silly Miss Putin, it is 6. So 3 times 6 minus 1 plus 8 times 6. Is that really equal to 65? We're going to check that. So plug that into your calculator. I'm just going to do it by hand here. So order of operations, I'm going to do this first. 3 times 6 is 18, minus 1, and then 8 times 6 is 48. So notice I'm doing the multiplications first and just having this carry throughout. I haven't changed that. Then I can go left to right. 18 minus 1 is 17. And 17 plus 48, is that really 65? It is, because 17 plus 8 would be 25 plus 40 is 65. And again, just put it on your calculator. Based on what we have here, the calculator will follow order of operations correctly. All right, that's it for number 3. Now number 4, we are solving another equation with more than 2 terms on a side. So we have 1, 2, 3 terms on this side. I'm going to circle the like terms. And again, since they're both on the same side, so they're both on the left side, I get to combine them. So 4x and 3x becomes 7x, but I still have this plus 17, so I'm going to bring that down here, equals, then we get 52. Now this is going to be a 2-step equation because I need to get this 7x all by itself. So I want to get rid of that plus 17. So I'm going to do the opposite. I'm going to subtract 17 from both sides, because what you do to one side, you must do to the other. What happens? That zeroes out, and then I'm left with just this 7x on the left side, so I'm going to bring it down here. Equals, these are like terms, so I'm going to combine them. 52 minus 17, they're both constant terms, so I can combine them. And that is 35. And then our last step is just like all the others. We're going to divide for that last step. 7 times x, to undo multiplication, we divide. Divide by 7, we get 7x divided by 7 is x, equals 5. Box that up. And then we're going to check it. So x goes in 2 places this time. So 4 times x, but instead of x we put 5, plus 17, because I'm just following this equation. Plus 17, now plus 3 times x. So plus 3 times 5 equals 52. Or does it really? We need to check. So you can put all this in your calculator, because your calculator will do this and this first, and then it will add the 3 numbers together. And that's what I'm going to do. So 4 times 5 is 20, plus 17, plus 3 times 5, which is 15. And then I just need to add them all together. I know 20 plus 17 is 37, plus 15. And yes, 37 plus 15 is 52. And that means we're right. All right, that's it for the solving. Let's go on to some angle stuff. So down here, we're using the diagram to fill in the blanks about angle relationships. So I've got these angle relationships here, and let's identify the transversal. C is our transversal here, so I'm going to highlight that. And then we have the 2 lines that are cut by the transversal are A and B. So I'm asking you what and angle 2 are corresponding angles. So I'm going to highlight angle 2 is right here. What's a corresponding angle to angle 2? Remember that corresponding angles are on the same side of the transversal, but one's interior and one's exterior. So this is the interior one, so we need an exterior one that's on the same side, but it can't be adjacent, right? So it's going to be 4. Another way we can look at that, and the easiest way, is this is like the top right one. If you look at these ones, like top right, this is also top right. It's in the same position in both. So that's going to be angle 4. All right, I'm actually going to let you do the rest on your own, okay? You have a slideshow to help you, and you can look at that slideshow to help you identify these angle pairs. I'm going to go to the back and show you how to do that. All right, on the back, use the diagram below to help find the measure of angle FEH. So FEH is this angle measure right here. This is just like that. Oh, it's not number 1. I'm sorry, it's number 3, not number 1. I provided prompts, though, to help you through this if you need some help. So these prompts will get us through the problem. So if you fill those out, I want you to stop the video and try these yourself. Try to answer these questions, because they will help you solve this problem. I'm going to go through them, though, as well. But you don't have to. If you think you can just do it without doing those prompts, you'll end up doing similar steps, but you can just use the diagram and solve the problem yourself. So I'm going to go ahead and use the prompt. So if we're trying to find measure of angle FEH, I don't really know anything about FEH right now. All I know is it's right here. This is the angle measure I'm trying to figure out. Okay. But I do know that it's a vertical angle with this one. So these two are the same measure. So if I were to shade this in, these two are the same measure. Okay, great, but I still can't really figure anything out because I need to know what x is equal. Oh, look, x is here too. But again, I don't know this vertical angle. One way I could do it is that these two angles add to 180, but there is an easier way, just like there was in our homework problem. I see over here a set of vertical angles. I'm going to highlight them for you. So I see 6x, this angle ABC, and this angle, which is EBD, those are the same measure because they're vertical angles. So 42 degrees and 6x should be the same thing. So in my prompts here, I said angle EBD and what are vertical angles? So here's EBD is this purple 42 degree angle. It's a vertical angle with this one, angle ABC. So that's what goes here, angle ABC. Vertical angles are congruent, which means they have the same measure. And they're the same shape and size for congruent, but since they're both angles, that takes care of the shape part. Measure takes care of the size part. All right, so if I know these are the same measure, I can say the measure of angle EBD equals the measure of angle ABC. So I can say that these two guys, their measures are equal. So I can put that in an equation. Now that helps me set up the equation to actually solve for x because the measure of angle EBD is, oops, I messed that up. The measure of angle, I'll fix it on your guys's. Measure of angle EBD is 42 degrees, and the measure of angle ABC, that's what's equal to 6x. All right, so that's going to be your equation. So now we can solve this equation just like we did on the front page. The only difference is the 6x is on the right side, which it doesn't matter what side that's on. So I'm going to, now since this is 6 times x, I'm going to divide each side by 6. And 42 divided by 6 is 7. So x is equal to 7. Now that I have x equal to 7, I can figure out some other things because in my diagram, I have that these two are the same angle. So if I can figure out this angle measure, I can figure out this angle measure. So I'm just going to plug in my x equals 7 here because I know from this problem that x is equal to 7. So I can replace this x with 7. So that's what I have down here in the prompts. It says since the measure of angle FEH, I'm going to keep the picture up here, FEH right here is the same as the measure of angle GEB right here. We can find the measure of GEB using 10x plus 38, and then FEH is the same. So I set it up for you. Measure of angle GEB equals 10x plus 38. Plug in your x that you found in part D, 7, and then we're just going to work through that. So order of operations, we're going to multiply first. 10 times 7 is 70, and then we do 70 plus 38 is 108. And then since GEB is 108 degrees, then we know that FEH is also 108 degrees. Then we can also check our answer by figuring out this angle right here, the 3x plus 51. I didn't put this on there, but I want you to check your answer. 3 times our x, which is 7 plus 51. We get 21 plus 51. That's 72. Does it make sense that that angle will be 72 degrees? Yeah, because we know this whole thing has to equal 180. And that would mean this one's 72 degrees as well. Again, this whole thing is 180. 108 plus 72 is 180. So that confirms that our answer is correct. All right, that's it for this worksheet.